and Bon Tourmore was last of the 5. So they're about to come down and greet the judge, and they'll have a circuit left to go once they do so. And taking in there was Randolph, who's in control and leads out to Good Thoughts, who's away from the rail, 3/4 away second. All Brown's locked away in the 3rd spot, then followed by Redeemed, who is the outer in 4th, and Bon Tourmore was at the tail end of the field. That's the order as they work down the side of the course, and leading them out was Randolph, a winner here at Woolamai last season, and goes out 3/4 of a length in front of in 2nd place in Good Thoughts in Tyler Piggins' first race ride. She's up running 2nd, 3/4 the outer, then followed by All Brown. Grant 2nd's got it under lock and key in 3rd, and in 4th placing was the maiden in the field. That's Redeemed, and last of all was Bon Tourmore, who is 2 lengths away. So they run along the back. Randolph leads out. There's been no change to the play. Leads by a length. In 2nd placing was Good Thoughts, away from the rails, 600 metres to go. All Brown is in 3rd placing. Redeemed is in 4th, and last of all was Bon Tourmore. Little bit of a move coming now. All Brown starting to make some ground and goes up to put some pressure on. In front, Randolph. Losing ground was Good Thoughts back in the field, then followed by Bon Tourmore, who's about to get to the outside with Redeemed. They dropped off Randolph turning homeward bound, and that left All Brown running for home. The challenger is Bon Tourmore on the outside. Redeemed is whacking away. It's All Brown in front. It's got a nice margin. Redeemed and Bon Tourmore are struggling to eat into the ground, and All Brown is going to come away and win the first race back for the season. It's All Brown goes on and beats Redeemed in 2nd spot, and 13 was Bon Tourmore, then followed by Randolph. First up today was 2nd last, and the last one home was Good Thoughts. All Brown, the colours of Troy Kilgour, I'm sure we will see many of in the winner's circle this season, but they start the picnic season on the right note under a good ride from Grant Seckham. He opted for cover in the early stages of the race, and he came out at about the 450 metre point when a few of the runners were tiring. Randolph was first up today, and he led them up and got tired, and that enabled, well, Grant Seckham wanted to get off that runner's back, and he did so working down the side, and he had them chasing him turning into the straight, and only Bon Tourmore and Redeemed could attempt the chase out after him, but held them comfortably at bay. Number 4, All Brown. 4, 6, 5 and 1, your numbers. 4, 6, 5 and 1 on the opening race of the day. 2nd goes to Redeemed, 3rd Bon Tourmore, and 4th number 1 Randolph. 4, 6, 5 and 1. 2.5 by 3/4 of a length, your margins. 2.5. 1:52.83 the overall time for the 1,708 metres. 1:52.83. That was 2.5 by 3/4 and 4, 6, 5 and 1 on race number 1 of the day, which was the San Remo Community Bank Trophy 3. Here's the winner making its way back to scale now. Number 4, All Brown, for Grant Seckham and Troy Kilgour. It's 6-year-old mare by Big Brown, as the name would suggest, out of a more than ready mare, who at start number 13 today, at start number 20 today, brings up career win number 3. All Brown returns a winner for the Kilgours. The first of what will be many winners for the season, I'm sure. Second in was 6 Redeemed for Anthony Cosgriff and Danny Walker, a Turfontaine mare. And third in was 5 Bon Tourmore for David Ferguson from Bairnsdale and Jack Fagona, a son of Bonhoeffer. Fourth in was 1. 4, 6, 5 and 1. 2.5 by 3/4 and 1:52.83 on race number 1. The 1,508 metres. The first of them to go up is Calypso Rich. After the Kilgours and Grant Seckham combination won the first, they've got one of the leading chances here. And it goes into the inside barrier stall. There's our boy Cam linked up into line. Pommy Bird has joined it with Sean in with a couple out wide. Now Soccerholic completes it, and they're in starters' orders. Ready to go, the field of 7 maideners. They look to stand well. And the starter agrees. He lets them go, and they jump to an okay line. Pommy Bird a touch awkward out. Soccerholic is going back in the early stages. Our boy Cam generally likes to roll forward. Castania from wider out, he's going to push on as well. Calypso Rich is going to be there as part of the speed. Then followed by Ever Spring, who generally likes to roll forward. He's up there on pace as they sort out their order. Divine Tilly's going to lob behind the leaders. Then followed by Pommy Bird, who is 2 lengths away, second to last in the orange silks. And Soccerholic was dragged back for cover, and he's last of all. They're about to run into the back with 1,000 metres left to go, and our boy Cam is out on top. It's a willing enough contest here. Rolling up was Ever Spring on the outside for Tyler Piggin, and holding the fence everywhere they go inside the 800 was Secamong Calypso Rich. They got away. They're the best part of 4 on Divine Tilly, who was next, and then followed by Soccerholic. Caitlin King just wanted to get involved, and he's now getting moving on the 3 wide line. In between runners was Castania, and some 4 lengths away to Pommy Bird, who is at the tail end of the field. So these leaders, they start to come back to them a little bit. The leader is our boy Cam. It's under duress. So too is Calypso Rich as they run inside the 400. Divine Tilly's had the camp off the speed. Ever Spring has tired. Then followed by Soccerholic. Castany is ahead of it. They turn homeward bound, and the one is Divine Tilly, who's ranged up and hit the lead and gone past our boy Cam. Then followed by Calypso Rich, who's not finding much on the fence. The one out wide is Castania. Divine Tilly's in front. It's got a nice margin. Castania's running on, but Divine Tilly is going to break out of maiden grade today and do so by 3. Gee, Pommy Bird got going from the back of the field. It's run second, I fancy, and then followed by our boy Cam right there, or Castania. Calypso Rich gave little in the straight, then followed by Soccerholic, and the last one home was Ever Spring. So Divine Tilly, who had the camp off the speed. There was a couple of noted front runners there, our boy Cam and Ever Spring, and they did get going at a reasonable enough clip up top, and that enabled Divine Tilly, who was ridden by Danny Walker, to just take the camp off the speed. Those runners were starting to tire at about the 400 metre point, and Divine Tilly was the horse you wanted to be on. Castania was out running on, and Pommy Bird was a horse that was off the bit a long way from home. It has really picked up the bit late and surge. We'll await for the minor numbers, a little bit tight there, but no doubt about the winner, 7 Divine Tilly.
7, 8, 6, 3.
7, 8, 6 and 3, your numbers. 7, 8, 6 and 3. So Pommy Bird has run the second. Third in 6, Castania. Fourth in 3, our boy Cam.
3.5, short neck.
3.5 by a short neck, your margins.
137.34.
And 137.34 the gallop for the 1,508 metres. 7, 8, 6 and 3. 3.5 by a short neck, and 137.34 the overall time to race number 2 of the day, with thanks to the Matheson family. And Divine Tilly at start number 9 today, having previously registered 2 placings, has gone on to score and break the maiden status. Second up from a spell today. Had a run over the 1,200 metres at Pakenham first up. Rises to the 1,508 metres today. And for Paul Kramer and Danny Walker, takes out the second race of the day. Danny Walker's bringing this winner back to scale. Number 7, Divine Tilly for Paul Kramer at Pakenham and Danny Walker. A 4-year-old bay mare by One More No More out of a Dan Zero mare in Danzel Light, who's owned by B&A Wellen, H. Kramer, T. Kramer, E. Beeston, C. Hendry, E. Wallen and Miss E. Wallen. Start number 9, as I mentioned previously, breaks through today. Placings at Hillsville and Alexandra last season, but has come back in winning form, stretching out in trip for Got out to a mile at the end of last campaign, but second up today to the 1500, and Divine Tilly ran it out and did so strongly. Goes on and beats number 8, Pommy Bird, who was a good run for Daryl Horner Senior and Sean Cooper, a My Boy Charlie mare. Will appreciate some extra ground the way it was hitting the line today. Third in was number 6, and that was Castania, Belinda Simpson at Bass, and Lee Taylor, a Fironte mare who got to the outside and found the line okay. And fourth in was number 3, that was our boy Cam, who led them up for Keith Frawiller. 7, 8, 6 and 3, 3.5 by a short neck. 1:37.34 the gallop for race number 2. Leading Hard to Kiss is in the all white to distinguish it from Tycoon Felix. And subsequently, the Trolove runners have drawn barriers 1 and 2, and they've gone in side by side. Tycoon Felix has drawn the inside barrier stall for Caitlin King, who had a great run of success on the High Country circuit late last season. I'm Peter has gone into line. He's a goer. Here's Stagecraft about to come on up. Another horse who enjoyed a good season earlier this year. Cordoba's circling behind the line. Aladdin Sane, Johnny Romance. A good quality picnic race this. Over the mile. Here comes Diamond Geyser up in the line. A good winner here last season. That was over a longer journey than this, however. Johnny Romance is about to come on up. It wouldn't be a picnic season without him. Aladdin Sane and Cordoba to come up and complete the line. This is the Tom Wilson Memorial. They'll let them go from the mile. They'll link straight up with the course proper and come down and do a circuit. Just awaiting the last two, Johnny Romance and Cordoba circle behind the line. Of course, the Kilgowers having taken the first with All Brown somewhere as well. He's a goer in the yellow jacket. He's going to be forward. Diamond Geyser as well. Aladdin Sane just caught a touch wide as they're about to greet the judge with a circuit to go. Then followed by the top weight Tycoon Felix. I'm Peter, it's outside, and Cordoba's 3 deep running out of the straight. Johnny Romance got back to be second last, and Hard to Kiss was the last one as they worked down the side of the course. No surprise to see Stagecraft find his favourite role. He runs them into the back. 1,000 metres to go. 3/4 of a length in front. He's a goer's running second. Cordoba's enjoyed no luck. 3 deep running third. Diamond Geyser's running fourth and on the paint. Then came Aladdin Sane, who now tucks in for cover. 3 wide was I'm Peter.